So I walked into the theater and I ended up getting some free stuff. I got this lanyard here, and I also got this shirt. I know it's kind of hard to see in the video, but at least you get to see it a little bit there. It's a little big on me, it's a size too big, but it's all good. So here's my review of Transformers The Last Knight. Stay tuned. Transformers The Last Knight is the 5th installment in the Transformers franchise, and it stars Mark Wahlberg reprising his role as Cade Yeager, and this movie's advertised as Optimus Prime goes to the dark side and has to basically fight the Autobots while this impending doom on the Earth is coming. That's basically the plot of the second half, and the first half is basically all lead up to this second half, and Optimus Prime isn't even really on screen that much, which is fairly disappointing. One of the things I liked about The Last Knight is the fight scenes. They kept me pretty entertained, and I thought the Autobots and Decepticons looked pretty good. Except, there's one major problem with those fight scenes, and that's the camera aspect. Because it would continually go from this, to this, to this, and then to this. And it's not just the fight scenes. It's pretty much through the entire movie, but mainly towards the very beginning, like the first 45 minutes. It would continually just go back and forth, and God, it was irritating. And I don't typically really notice that kind of thing, but it just, all the time would just change back and forth. And I'd try to ignore it, but I couldn't help but notice it because it was so frequent. Now, the middle part of the movie, that's where it does it the least amount, because it starts doing it a little bit more towards the end, but it's like they were filming the movie with 3 different cameras, and that was irritating. Another thing is that there was a lot of new Autobots and Decepticons, like a lot. Like there was so many Transformers, there was just too much. Like all these different Transformers were basically throwaway Transformers, where they were just have a scene and then be gone. A scene, be gone. Scene, be gone. That wasn't, I didn't really see the purpose in that. But of course, there was your fan favorites like Bumblebee and Optimus Prime that had more than scenes than those. However, Optimus Prime really didn't have enough screen time. And another thing that was spread through the whole movie was jokes. And I laughed at some of them. Nowhere near most of them. However, the audience I was with, there was a good amount of people that laughed at the majority of them. So, I mean, there's some people that will enjoy this type of comedy. But one of the multiple things I didn't understand, it looked like someone was actually FaceTiming somebody, but the person they were FaceTiming was on a home line. And last time I checked, you can't FaceTime a home line. Another thing that I was kind of confused by here and there was the plot. I mean, I didn't spend too much time trying to figure it out, but the plot, sometimes it just didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, or why they were doing the things they were doing. One of the things that I found about the movie was the characters in the script. The characters, I thought they were all played okay. They weren't fantastic, but they weren't really bad. And then the script, I mean, it was okay. It's got some bad lines in there, but it's nothing that will really blow you away or think, man, that's god-awful. However, even though I have a lot of problems with this movie, I kind of enjoyed it, and I'm not 100% sure why, especially because of the frame aspect, because that really irritated me and actually kind of gave me a headache a little later. But I kind of enjoyed the movie. It's a movie that it'd be best if you just turned your brain off on, but it's not that bad. I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks it's going to be or is. Some people even clapped at the end of the movie, which really surprised me, and I even heard the people in front of me say, wow, that was a great movie. But then I also heard people to the left of me say, man, what a mess. So overall, the frame aspect really irritated me, but I did find enjoyment in this film, even though it was hard to find sometimes. So I think I'm going to give Transformers The Last Knight a 5 out of 9. I really didn't know what to expect going into this movie, but I ended up walking out with a smile on my face, but I also came out with a headache, so that's why I ended up giving it a 5. This may be higher than you expected, but it's something that you would have to see for yourself. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't going to like this movie, and then there's going to be some people that do like this movie. Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at a 17% of critics liking it with a 3.4 average rating from those critics. That's really low. I do think the rating will go up some. I don't think it's really deserving of being that low, but only time can tell. I hope you all enjoyed this movie review, and if you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also leave a like. And thank you all very much for watching. God bless you all.